Another letdown. This
We are live.
I'm watching.
You know what? We're just going to start this. Welcome to Watching Paint Dry, everybody, live from my shed. I've been kicked out of my office for the night, so this is the show where we hang out long after we should have thought about going to bed and work through the ridiculous backlog of miniatures that we've accumulated that need painting. I know it says Yars Rising at the bottom for some reason. Twitch won't change that. Not sure what's going on there. So I've stolen, borrowed, procured a lot of equipment from the school and I've got a mic, I've got a camera, I've got a laptop in front of me, I've got lights that are blinding me, I've got a second monitor. Like, we're actually in pretty good shape, but you can see like skis and air conditioners and stuff behind me. The air conditioner doesn't work. I wish it was hot here. But we're gonna paint as we would any Saturday night, although we haven't in a while. Joining me on the line, as always, our resident monkey handler, my perennial painting partner, it's Brewed Gambit. Mike, how's it going?
It is going great. I am super excited to be back here painting. It has been quite a while since we've gotten a chance to. So
it really has. I mean, mostly due to the good stuff. Like, we've been on vacation and stuff like that, so it's not a bad thing. Man, I really wish I could change the category. It's really bothering me that I can't. Whatever, it's fine. Yeah, so I'm picking up where I left off. I've got Baron Strucker over here. I've also got Rhino that I started painting with my daughter. He's pretty boring and basic. We'll probably do some work on him as well. So let's not waste any time. As with all the shows that we host here on the channel, we believe in civil rights for absolutely everyone and to be as inclusive as possible. So any comments or activity actively working against that goal are not welcome and will not be tolerated. This camera works so much better for that. Let's paint here. There's the button. Yeah, cool. We can. Whoa. That wasn't doing that before. There we go. Shadows. Shadows are a problem. All right. Yeah, my camera's working. Chat's loading in now. I think. Oh boy, this laptop does not like handling two cameras at once.
Oh man, yeah. I can see some of the lag there.
Yeah. The document camera is working great, but my face cam is not. Also, we'll see if my internet connection holds out. The music's a bit on the loud side. Okay, I'll just go back and fix the music here. Oh dear, you can now see how I do the music.
Oh no.
It's not a surprise, it's just YouTube. Is that as low as it goes? That is
how low
maybe as low as it goes. And Brody's as loud as it can go. We may have to just tough it out. Remote error. I'm sorry. So here we are. I got Baron Strucker over here. I got to do highlighting on him. I don't have a reference image to work on, so we're just gonna wing it. I've also only got my Citadel paints.
Nice.
Which is not ideal.
That is a setback.
Yeah, it is. Because I couldn't bring the whole, like, all the racks and stuff out. But I do have all my brushes. Yeah. I do have. Well, no, I don't have all my brushes. I have the brushes that I use most frequently. I just immediately grabbed the wrong one. It's got like forks. I do, however, have a can of kombucha.
That's always good.
Why don't I do this? That makes more sense. I have my wet palette that's like rapidly drying out because it's so humid.
That is problematic.
Yeah, but I'm using Citadel paints, so it doesn't matter that much.
Yeah, I guess with Citadel, you've at least got the pots.
Yeah. Cheers, remote air. Chat.
Yeah, I can definitely tell the difference. I have the Twitch stream at like 1% volume, and I can still hear the like 2-second delay echo lag.
Oof.
Usually I can't hear it at all, but I can hear myself and you talking with a slight after thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's something weird with the way your laptop is set up for streaming.
I literally just cobbled this together this morning.
It was a valiant effort.
Yep. So, have you seen Superman yet?
I have not.
Oh no!
I've been trying and trying and trying, but every time I try and get a time scheduled, something comes up and like the schedule just doesn't work out. I've been really wanting to see it and just haven't gotten a chance to, and it upsets me some.
I ended up finally just taking myself. It's really good.
I've heard so many good things about it.
Yeah, it's clear to me that James Gunn not only knows the source material and like recognizes it, but he understands what a comic book needs to be or should be, and how that thing should feel. The only word I can use is reverence. Like, it feels like watching a comic book, as comic book movies ought to, and quite genuinely, like, since The Dark Knight, haven't.
Yeah.
I also saw Fantastic Four: First Steps.
Yeah? How was that?
It's good.
I've heard a lot more mixed reviews about Fantastic Four than I have Superman.
It's definitely, Superman is the better movie, without a question. But I also think that, Fantastic Four did not have a high bar to reach to become the best Fantastic Four movie we've ever had.
You mean it's not as? You mean it's better than the 1990s version?
Yes. So I got actually a fun story about that one. This camera doesn't have an autofocus, so I'm like trying to turn the dial. I don't know. So yeah, it's definitely better than the 90s one. It's, as the husband of someone who is 7 months pregnant right now. It is.
Has it really been that far along?
Yes. Yeah, we are less than 2 months away from hiatus, which is part of why I wanted to get the stream on again. Anyway, it's really hard to watch Fantastic Four. There's a lot of infant in peril situation. Basically, anytime Franklin Richards was on screen, I don't think it's a huge spoiler to say Franklin Richards is in it. Anytime he was on screen, I was crying. So that should tell you quite a lot.
I didn't actually see it, but my ex Casey had a similar reaction watching Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Sure.
When she had left and our foster kids had gotten taken away.
Oh.
She was going through kind of that whole same thing Wanda was going through of losing her kids. And I kind of had a similar reaction to watching that movie. Was just not good for her.
Yeah. Yeah, it was challenging, but I will say it sets up a lot. I'm not ready for Doomsday to be the next movie that we see out of Marvel, whereas I am very ready to see Supergirl. And again, I won't spoil anything for Superman, but just good performances all around in that film from every which way. And Fantastic Four was like, nobody did a bad job, but I think it's a product of, or the difference between someone who really knows comic books and someone who's just directing to be part of a machine.
Marvel has really leaned more into that idea of just do what the studio is saying in a way, or like there's so much oversight, and Warner Brothers isn't like perfect in that. Like that's the part of the problem of why Zack Snyder movies always kind of get shafted with how much creative control Warner Brothers goes over it. But Marvel, you can tell in their sort of talent pool that they're pulling, has been leaning more towards like calling up from the bullpen their sort of TV style directors and stuff, because they kind of are more along the lines of, we're used to being on this sort of budget and doing whatever the studio wants, versus your sort of movie directors that are like, they kind of like telling their own stories and have a lot more creative control over everything.
Yeah. I also think Warner Brothers was kind of in a desperate situation when they hired James Gunn. Their movies were tanking. As I know you really liked them, I didn't care for them. But part of that is, outside of the Bat family, I don't really care much about DC characters anyway. Where for the first time in my life, I found myself genuinely excited to see a Superman movie this time around.
Yeah.
I have never felt that ever.
Now, I will say, though, like you say, they were tanking, but prior to James Gunn, like, picking up the reins, I mean, Man of Steel brought in, like, was a commercial hit.
Correct.
So was Batman v Superman. Like, as much as the critics didn't like it and stuff, it brought in an absurd amount of money compared to its budget. And then you go look at like Aquaman and Wonder Woman. Like, Aquaman was the highest grossing DC film, or like, of all time. It, like, even just superhero film of all time.
Correct. But what I'm saying is, like, it's tanking in the eyes of the fans. Like, Warner Brothers was forgetting who their audience was. And so was Marvel. Like, they're not by any means immune to that. Marvel, I don't think they have a clue who their audience is anymore.
No.
They have forgotten who is reading comics. And it's movies like Thunderbolts that was extremely good, that unfortunately performed very terribly, that we need for the comic book fans to start coming back. Because it had a good message and it had something to say. I don't think Fantastic Four did have something to say, and I think it suffered for that. What it did have, though, is the 60s aesthetic, which allowed them to lean into practical effects, which I loved. Herbie, the little robot that we've seen in the trailers, entirely practical effects.
That's cool.
Yeah. He's a puppet. And I was like, that's what it should be. Once you stop with the crazy oversight, and I think this extends to Superman as well. Once you stop with the crazy oversight, or you start letting these directors who understand the source material cook, you're going to have a better product overall. And that's fantastic. I'm glad to see it. And I'm also like, someone on the way out was like, "Oh, the next movie is Spider-Man." I'm like, bull. Like, they haven't even rolled cameras on that. Doomsday is basically done filming at this point. And you're telling me
it's done, but it's definitely pretty far along.
Yeah, and here you're trying to tell me that Spider-Man's coming next? No way. I'm not buying it. That movie's going to get delayed faster than a jackrabbit on a hot date. As soon as Sony gets their stuff together.
Yes, Sony's the one dropping the ball.
Yes.
They need to just realize, it's like, hey, if you want to build a Spider-Verse, like, you need Spider-Man in it.
Yup. You sure do. I think they've kind of more or less pulled the plug on that idea, which needed to happen, before Morbius.
Definitely before Madam Web.
Oh my God. My buddy John subjected himself to that, and I was like, what are you doing? Like, it's a dumpster fire. You're just contributing to this actually, like, having some modicum of success on Netflix. Why?
Yeah. I don't know.
We saw the trailer for the new Tron movie.
I am excited about that.
I
don't really know much going into it. I haven't watched a lot of trailers or anything, but I do love Tron, and I love Tron Legacy, and I'm excited to see this one.
So I have not seen. I've genuinely not seen a single Tron movie.
I'm sorry. You should
but-
definitely look into it.
Oh, I know. It's up there with Fast and Furious. Like, why have I not seen these movies? But
I haven't seen Fast and Furious either, but
yeah, like, but I should, and one day maybe. But I want to be excited about it because I love Nine Inch Nails, and I love that they're doing the soundtrack to it.
I love that they got Daft Punk for the sequel for Legacy.
Yeah,
that was done very well.
And if Nine Inch Nails, follows up with that legacy, if you'll excuse the pun, I think that soundtrack is going to be fire.
Is Hans Zimmer still involved?
I don't know,
because I enjoy Hans Zimmer.
Mm-hmm.
In the past, 15 to 20-ish years, he's really kind of become a caricature of himself.
Yes.
But he has really done an amazing job on a lot of movies where he's kind of been the sort of mentor and letting others take the reins, like in like Daft Punk with Tron Legacy. He was involved, but kind of
like tangentially
showed them the ropes and let them really do a lot of it. And he also kind of mentored Junkie XL in Man of Steel and Batman v Superman and stuff. And the soundtracks for those were also really good.
They were excellent. That I will give those. The soundtrack to those movies was fantastic. As much as I thought it was a character assassination of both Batman and Superman, the soundtracks were phenomenal in all respects. But yeah, my frustration. And again, I don't know much about the new Tron movie. I'm worried that that this is Disney being like, AI is great. We love AI. Hey, Hattie, what's up? And lo, my nickname comes out. Oops. Or the only person in the world who calls me that. Immediately doxing herself with her own name. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and finish the flash. Yeah, don't ask her, Modera. These are my students. Or former students. They're good kids, trust me. Oh, wow. Hi. That's awesome, Patrick. We were literally just talking about that. Sorry about the delay in the video. I'm using a poopy school laptop tonight. It's not cooperating great. This is literally just Mike and I desperate to paint again. And I thought it'd be funny to paint from the shed. What happened to the music? You know what? I'm gonna try something here. Mike's video might go down for a sec.
Oh no. So we're still chugging along the Drowned City in Arkham.
Okay. That's good.
I had posted my concerns going into this latest scenario because each character is given a task.
Mm-hmm.
Or not given, you get to choose what you want.
Well, you still, I mean, the game gives you a task. That's still a valid statement.
Yeah. But they have like all kinds of different things, and mine is I have a a reaction that whenever I gain a resource, I can put one of those resources or any number of resources. So if I gain like 5 or whatever versus if I just gain 1, I can put it on the task, and my goal is to get 5 on the task by the end of a scenario.
Okay.
And each time I succeed at the end of the scenario by having 5, I get to mark a progress on said task that I'm essentially doing the job that I was sent to do.
Okay.
Which is an interesting mechanic, but each task that is provided will pop up occasionally during the campaign, or all of them will show up at some point in time in the campaign. Just when it happens is random, or not random, but based on like the scenarios you're doing.
Sure, yeah.
And they give you an option. It's like something comes up, and it's kind of a almost a role-playing choice of, do you continue working on your task, or do you do something that is more beneficial to the like party or whatever as a whole or something.
Right.
So mine popped up at the end of last scenario for this scenario. And because my goal has been get a certain number of resources on my thing, on my task every scenario, I was given the option to either and this is how all of them go. It's like you can either remove one progress on your task, and you kind of negate the negative effects of your task for that scenario, or you can make things harder for yourself, but you mark off 2 like progress checks. So you can kind of like accelerate you completing your task.
Right.
But it makes the scenario harder. Like the first 2 players that this came across, that happened up first, decided that they would just sacrifice the task, so they removed a progress in order to not take the negative penalty. I was the first one that was like, you know what, I'm going to take the 2 progress and take the penalty to kind of move along. I have no idea what happens by doing this in the long run with the task, but the penalty I had was that during my next scenario, the one we just did today, I could not gain resources during the upkeep phase. So when we ready everything,
so just untap, draw.
Yeah, I could only untap and draw. I could not gain resources that way.
Dislike.
Yeah. But I'm playing Michael McGlenn, so anytime I shoot my gun, the ammo becomes resources. So it's like,
yeah. So
I can maybe make do with this. Like, I don't know how well I'm going to be able to complete the task of getting 5 of those, if I'm going to have to like try and make sure that I'm able to use said resources and make sure that I generate enough for me to like keep guns out and are able to do stuff. But we'll find out as I play.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what, I'm going to go for it. And I started deck building or upgrading for the scenario. And like, I strongly debated spending 6 to get another day, another $1.
Yep.
Get 2 copies of them to start with 4 extra resources to help mitigate that. But then I was like, I don't want to just play for this scenario because I have no idea how it's going to play out in the end. And while I may, like, it's always good to have resources, I don't necessarily need to start out with 9 to do all that. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to try and I'll do what I can.
Yeah.
So I upgraded differently, kind of more basic of what I was trying to do. But we played the scenario today, and it went extremely well, considering how much I was concerned about that going to be for me.
Nice.
I ended the scenario having successfully gotten my 5 resources on my task, and I ended with like 8 resources in my resource pool by the end of it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I was like, this is not as bad as I thought it would be. Okay, I'm glad I decided to do what I did.
Yeah, for sure. Just catching up on chat. RPD, is Brody's audio really that bad?
What is it, like really loud or really garbly, or?
Like, I'm doing my best here, but I am on not even, I would say, 3rd rate tech here. Or is mine just that bad?
I sound like a took it through a dark spell. Okay.
I don't know what that means. And Hattie, he has the audio quality you don't. Oh, yeah, because I'm using, like, I think you're hearing this mic, which is almost, it might be a decade old at this point. Only one of my headphones works. So yeah, I'm not surprised by that. Hattie, on your 3D printer, if I could turn my camera around, you'd see I have 3D printers literally right in front of me. 4 of them. I don't know what I'm doing on this base. I'm just trying something different. I didn't want to use Mechanica Standard Gray, so I'm using Bugman's Glow to make sort of a red, like, earthy terrain.
Yeah. So a lot of Citadel paints are obviously named with their funny names based off of a lot of their Warhammer stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What is the origin of Bugman's Glow? Is that some sort
Joseph
of
Bugman? He's a dwarf.
Huh?
Got a moth. He's a dwarf. He's a dwarf brewer.
Okay.
And he's got a very red face because he's a brewer.
Okay. So his glow is sort of his like slightly inebriated reddish fleshy skin.
Yes.
Okay.
Patrick, yes,
Yeah,
we just got done talking about it. Broody has not seen the new Superman movie yet, so I'm not talking in too much detail about it. But yes, I loved the new Superman movie. It genuinely, I left that movie and I felt ready to like save a squirrel. You know, like I wanted to go out and do some good.
Would you save a Red Lantern squirrel though?
Probably.
Okay.
Because I wouldn't know better.
I guess the lantern, the Red Lantern was a cat, and the Green Lantern was the squirrel.
Mm-hmm.
But so the joke kind of, I did it wrong.
That's all right.
How did Crypto look? Because I was.
Oh my god,
about
he was
the trailer.
amazing.
He looked so like his CG looked really bad, and like the hair looked way too stiff. And
no, it was awesome. I mean, so once again, James Gunn, one of those directors who would intentionally lean on more practical effects, and I do believe, in fact, I know because he was on the red carpet, that Crypto did have a live dog stand-in when he could.
Didn't they use like Cornsweat's actual dog for it?
Maybe, but like without getting into spoiler territory, I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna dive in any more on that one.
Because like in the trailers, he I mean, honestly,
that's
Crypto
Guy Gardner.
Really, what?
RPD is trying to claim that I'm painting Guy Gardner. Baron Strucker. You're not painting Guy Gardner.
No, I'm painting Emma Frost.
Yeah.
But yeah, the trailer for like with Crypto made him look really stiff, and he looked like a cartoon in front of all of the live action people, and just didn't seem to fit.
Yeah,
in the same way.
Hold on. Again, RPD. I'm using like the worst possible equipment right now. It's all stuff that I cobbled together from a drawer in the back of the school that hasn't been opened in probably 5 years at least. So this is very much shed stream. I've got a moth right here to my side, to my left, just zipping in and out. There is no focus knob on this camera, like it. Utterly nothing I can do about it. Okay. I just want to be clear here. You know, I'm doing the very best I can. Did I? No, it's Shed. Shed, as in Shed Edition. Wrong direction. Shed Edition. because I'm in my shed.
Is there some error in translation going on?
Maybe, I don't know. Okay. What was I doing? I guess I'm gonna paint this fire that he's holding.
I mean, prior to that, I was just mentioning how cartoony the Crypto looked in the trailers versus how much he actually looked like a actually there and as an actual dog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, he really they did an excellent job with Crypto. He was a very good boy, and that's all I will say on the subject.
Okay.
All right, employing a little contrast paint here to get the fire started. Need a little contrast in this model anyway. Batman 2027. Well, I mean, yeah, the Batman 2. I believe is still a thing. I'm not ready for James Gunn Batman yet. I don't want to rush that. We got Supergirl next year. I'm very excited about that. I am a big Supergirl fan. Obviously, I named my daughter after her, so there's that. It's kind of weird that I am not, famously not a Superman fan, but I named my daughter after Supergirl. The biggest thing that I'm worried about with James Gunn is I don't want him to get burnt out the way Kevin Feige is right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm super worried that Warner Brothers is going to see the success of Superman and be like, you need to do 800 more movies right now. I'm hit.
Yeah, that would be bad.
But he's,
also, while I do enjoy James Gunn with a lot of his stuff, and his tone works, his tone is very enjoyable and fun. Mm-hmm. I think you get away with that in Superman. I don't think you could pull it off with some other DC characters in the same way.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. And I would cite very specifically that anything modern, really, anybody who's created modernly, you'd have trouble doing that. But if you want to go back in the well and dive in on some of those characters that have been around forever, I think you could do very well with making them a little goofy.
Yeah.
Batman, especially, even Batman, you can make him. You don't want to go full Adam West, but you can make him not Christian Bale.
Yeah, no. Christian Bale, I enjoy Christopher Nolan as a filmmaker, mm-hmm. and I enjoyed the quality of the Batman Begins series. It is not anywhere near the top of my favorite iterations of Batman as a whole.
It's not me either. I like them a lot, but they're hardly Batman movies.
Yeah, there's the difference. You can, I don't know how much obviously it is foundational to my enjoyment of Batman, but Bruce Timm and the animated series, it's Batman is scary if you're a criminal, but if you are an innocent person, you enjoy to see him.
Oh yeah, you
are perfectly fine seeing him. He capable of interacting with a kid and comforting him in a way that versus just being utterly terrifying to a criminal.
Yes.
And
It's the
Christian
bat!
Bale, like, the only slight nod you got was when he gave Joffrey Baratheon like the batarang or whatever.
I love that you call him
gadget.
Joffrey Baratheon. Here you go, kid.
But yeah, so he wasn't named in it, so like I don't know anything other than to say like the actor's name, or I guess another role from the actor. Because
Yeah.
I don't even know the actor's name at that point in time because of that. But
RPD can figure that one out.
But yeah, that is something that a lot of Batman stuff has really lost, is that sort of like he's still a good person. He's still friendly and amicable with the people he works with and respects and admires. He's not a complete dick to everybody.
Right.
And he's not always broody and unhappy and everything else like that. Like,
no, he actually has a really good sense of humor. Like,
yeah. I was about to say, Young Justice did it really well, where it's like he was kind of stern and stuff, but then he would realize that Dick Grayson needed encouragement, so he'd play basketball with him,
right?
Or like and actually be involved.
Gosh,
I mean, it's not as campy as Adam West, but you can just go back and look in the 80s, or I mean, probably some in the early 90s, and it's like Batman would dress up as Santa and deliver gifts. And like Christmas specials and stuff like that, and it didn't seem out of character for him to do that.
Right. And we speak of character assassination. Honestly, I think modernly, all media has mischaracterized both Bruce Wayne and Batman. And you're right, we haven't seen that side of him since Young Justice, Brave and Bold, cartoon heyday.
Yeah.
RPD says, speaking of James Gunn, did you hear they're making another Lollipop Chainsaw? I did. I still need to play the first one. We'll see when I get to that. I did get in the mail today another Metroidvania. I got Tails Adventure.
Nice.
Game Gear. Very excited about that. Uh-oh. Oh no. What? Was she Alice Cooper? So, since I have the document camera on, I'm going to show this picture that just came across my watch.
Your watch?
Yep. That is Kesha holding Kesha's head.
Oh, she imitating Alice Cooper
I think she's just pretending to be Alice Cooper.
I mean, she did do the one song with him from Along Came a Spider.
Oh, that's
album.
Right.
Yeah, funny story about that one. It's like they were collaborating with that, and like behind the scenes, Alice Cooper was talking about how he had to like tone Kesha down. Like, no, don't go that far, please.
Well, it's Alice Cooper. He understands the length and breadth of what he can do as Alice Cooper. I think part of that is he's just been doing it for so long. But like he understands what the audiences expect, but also what's appropriate, I guess. Yes, I know the title is Yars Rising Blink. I can't fix it. It won't let me.
Yeah, I was about to say obviously I follow Alice Cooper and stuff like that. Like he from like earlier this week pretty much found out Ozzy had died like right before he had to go live on a show, or like pretty immediately before.
Oh, there we go.
Which had to be rough.
There we go. I think I fixed it. don't know why it wouldn't let me when I first went live, but should be good now. I'm doing my best out here in the shed. Welcome to my shed, by the way, Blink. Good to see you. Again, my tech is pretty inferior, so my face cam audio is a little delayed. There's also just heinous shadowing everywhere. I've got exactly one light, plus the one on the camera, which actually may be making things worse, but I'm toughing it out. I think this model is going to benefit from some static grass and things like that on the base. The base is just very boring. There's a moth in my water cup.
That's problematic.
Oh, thank goodness. Who are the we in the shed? Me and the moths, RPD. And mosquitoes. And, you know, the bear outside eating my berries.
Oh, bears.
The bears. Alright, I don't hate that. I do find it rather amusing that Chamali and I spent, you know, all day yesterday lambasting GW for slapping GSW with a lawsuit.
What? Sorry, what?
They slapped Green Stuff World with a lawsuit.
About?
Copyright infringement of some kind. But then they were like, then they walked a bunch of them back. They were like, no, just kidding. I'm like, oh, okay. Clearly you have no idea what you're doing. Ugh. And the game table that has occupied my office for, well, since we moved in, is currently to my right, over here. Which is a bit of a shame. But now I have a futon in my gaming space, which means Alex and I, when we bring Gear Up back after the hiatus, we'll be able to actually game from the same space.
That's good.
Cool. I've also been talking to my niece about getting her to put her money where her mouth is for Killer Instinct. She loves... Oh, God. She loves to trash talk me with and say that she's better at Killer Instinct than me, and I said, "Yeah, you're probably right, but let's do it on stream and prove it." The bear who will be my driver, yes. Although my daughter's thing lately, RPD, has been, have you ever seen a deer drive a car? And I'm like, well, no, but I've seen a bear drive a car. Does that count? Does that count for anything? And she goes, really? I'm like, well, how can it be? Yep, Shed Stream is here. Welcome, Don Scottson. Welcome to my shed. This is my space. It's hot. I share it with mods. While I'm waiting for the last game of the A to Z to arrive, I've been doing the paperwork for follow-up numerals right now. Okay, yep, good. I'd like to hear that. You figured out which Shantae game I need to play yet?
All of them.
Helping or hurting Broody? I asked RPD to sort out which one is the most Metroidvania. Because if my understanding is correct, they're not strictly
They're
Metroidvanias.
platformers, but yeah, not really Metroidvanias.
Yeah. But I've heard they're very, very good and that I would enjoy them, so I am planning to give them a shot at some point. Up next on the list, I got Shadow Labyrinth, which Shmuley says is going to drive me insane, and I'm like, oh god. And then Tales of Adventure, and then the stream opens up a little bit. I told Faye that I would stream Baldur's Gate 3, and I want to play that, but I don't know that it's a game that I want to stream.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not really... Like, it's definitely a game that I will enjoy, I'm sure of that, but it's hard to... It would be hard to run commentary on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have, quite as big enough a chat to be like, okay, chat, you decide this.
Yeah. It's like vote on what you do or just, yeah.
Yeah. And that is not a dig at you, chat. I love you all. You guys are great.
But there's like practicality of, when
yeah.
Like 5-10 streamers is not quite, or viewers is not quite the same as if you're pulling in.
Well, that one Sentinel stream that we had over 100, and RPD was like drowning in chat messages trying to moderate.
Yeah.
And we ended up just reading Andy Aronson's questions. That was a good night.
Which I remember that. What were we playing that? Were we doing like the Freedom Force game or whatnot?
Yeah, that was the Freedom 5 game.
Yeah, Freedom 5, sorry. I don't know why I said Freedom Force.
Oh, it's all right. Oh, good.
Yeah, I still haven't actually broken that out to the table yet after getting it.
I played it with my students once, and we were like, okay, this game is great, but it's not something we can play quickly.
Yeah.
So it ends up having to be left out, and we don't super love that. I don't know if I want this straight up green. Do I just leave this green enough? Green good enough? Maybe I do. Alright, let's get some more. Fire. Let's go liquid character models remind me of the website that would make characters. Yeah, Hero Forge. Yep. It's blocked now.
Wait, what?
At the school. Hero Forge is blocked.
Oh.
Well, they added too many not safe for work components. And I get it. They're a business. Yeah. Like, they have to go where the money is. And it's a shame that it's not safe for work content. Or I shouldn't say not safe for work. Not safe for school. So yeah, Scotson, actually, I do occasionally paint Hero Forge minis on the stream, if they're commissioned. My brother asked me to do his Dungeons & Dragons mini at some point, and I will. But Tim is subject to what Paul refers to as the Ribitaro family curse. Adam will draw anything for him, he just has to wait. And I will similarly paint anything for my brother, he just has to wait.
Speaking of D&D, I had a very interesting game on Monday or Wednesday.
Yeah.
We kind of had a sort of quasi TPK,
Oh boy. Love a good TPK.
but it was like a what?
I said I love a good TPK. Go on.
Yeah, it was more of like a story scripted battle, like loss.
Oh, okay.
So we ended up losing and going into this sort dreamscape.
Yep.
Where we inhabited like archfey creatures and had to kind of then defend a sacred grove from being attacked.
Mm-hmm.
And the boss battle was like one of those that we were fighting. It had just kind of gone mad because it had been so long and didn't realize, so we were kind of living in its memories and dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Or got like sucked in when we were defeated, air quotes.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fun, but we were each given a sort of creature to control. And so there was like a fire archfey and a plant one, and the GM gave me the dream archfey.
Oh, dang.
Which was all illusion magic and sort of bending reality. And so like I'm sure he planned for it, but he essentially gave the sort of reality manipulating power archfey, gave control of it to the character with the most active imagination to kind of come up with things.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was able to do some very interesting things, kind of bending reality to, or at least making illusions and dreams real using its natural abilities. And so I was like hardcore, like Doctor Strange bending Inception, like reality all in and over itself, and just doing some crazy things with trying to mess with everything to accomplish our goals.
Yeah.
But it was a very fun scenario and encounter, getting to do a lot of interesting role playing and getting to use some weird powers that aren't naturally mine.
Love that. It's always fun.
But yeah, super enjoyable.
I have not done any RPG work in a very long time. Mostly just, lack of proximity to people who I would play with. Or, like, part of it is feeling comfortable playing with, too. Like, I got to a point with the group that I was with at the store where we were so comfortable with each other. Like, we knew exactly what everybody's sense of humor was. Like, we knew, like I said, like our limits and stuff. And that made for some really cool role-playing moments. I'll never forget the time that the GM, my buddy Todd, had this whole like epic combat planned out for our session that night, and we showed up and diplomacied our way through it, around it, and he was like, and we finished in like, half an hour. And like, yes, some of that was due to incredibly good rolls, but a lot of that was just due to our ability to improvise and to play off each other. And we got done, and he was like, everybody go home? Like, the Chinese food wasn't even there yet. And he was like, everybody go home, because you just won. Like, you just did it. And we're like, oh, that was cool. Like, good session, everybody. We ended up playing more instead.
Yeah.
But that also established that, it's okay if Todd doesn't come perfectly prepared, because we are. Like, we're prepared to. We got to the point where we could run a session without Todd, and I do feel like that should be every party's, unspoken goal, is that you can run a session without your GM. You're that into your character. You just, like, you can ad-lib your way through it. So I just used a very watered down sort of yucky green to add a little bit of tone to his boots, and I think that worked really nicely. My intention was to go and patch up some areas that I missed, but best intentions of mice and men and all that.
Or at least of mice.
Well,
men had nothing to do with it.
I say mice and men. Mice because the ones that live under the floorboards in this shed, but also I am painting a man, allegedly. RPD, I love telling reality to get better. Who doesn't? This Warboss Green has had it. Let's see.
So I think for Emma Frost.
Oh!
What's up?
I have clarification from Keith what that Kesha photo was.
Oh yeah?
Emma Frost.
It was Kesha dressed as Emma Frost?
Maybe not intentionally, but that's how he clocked it.
Okay. So I think instead of a standard flesh tone, I'm going to go with pale flesh tone for her.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Absolutely. Like, I mean, GW has a pallid witch flesh.
Yeah, I've just got the Vallejo game color pale flesh.
I was going to say, I think the Vallejo one would be better here.
Where are all these gnats coming from?
He says to the guy sitting in a hot, stuffy shed full of bugs. Get some ink on this base here. I am thinking Agrax Earthshade. That sounded good.
What?
The Super Earth movement know you're housing bugs on your property. Shh. It's for strictly research purposes. Democracy first. They're contained within this shed. I talked to my recruiting agent about it. What a didgeridoo. Oh no, that was Rudy's paint mixer.
Oh, the vermin.
Yep.
This basilisk brown. It's a little thin, but I think is a really good base for blonde hair.
Mm-hmm.
You can kind of see.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Music tonight brought to you by my all-time favorite game, Mega Man 02. Who's that? I just stuffed my finger in the paint pot. Oh, thank you, Gon Scottson. Appreciate you saying that very much. That's why we do this, quite genuinely. We love fair. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But
I will say
like,
kudos on you for being able to be calm to watching other people do it.
I think
personally, I can't stand, like, I'm not really the type of person to like watch the type of streams that like I'm actively doing for other people.
Same. I
can't stand it.
You and I do this But like Paul went live this afternoon, and I was like, I love you, man, but I can't watch. Like I got better things to do. But like at this time, finger painting. You know how much I love a good April Fool's stream, RPD. Broody and I could do finger painting at some point.
It'd be better than the last April Fool's. Actually, that was Valentine's Day, though.
Yeah, but that one was good, though.
Yeah. It's messed up my Steam algorithm for a while.
Oh my god, so it did. Yeah, that was interesting. Did I just dunk my phone in paint? No, I didn't. Okay. Everything's fine. We're all fine here now. I mean, we never were, but I don't like that color yellow. I want... Oh, hello.
So have you gotten a chance... yeah, bringing up Paul just made me think of like kind of our Switch sort of escapades of multiplayer. Have you gotten a chance to try out any of that TMNT Shredder's Revenge, the roguelike co-op?
No, I haven't. I've been meaning to.
Not Shredder's Revenge. Shredder's Revenge is the arcade one. The Splintered Fate is the one I'm talking about.
I knew what you meant.
Yeah, Splinter Fate is a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've heard it's extremely good. I
would love to get a chance to play with you guys at some point in time.
Yeah,
like trying to play with more than just like I've done couch co-op like a little bit, but trying to get a full 4-player party and have fun with it.
Yeah, that's and we've also got Scott Pilgrim and
because they're making the sequel to Scott Pilgrim.
That's what I was referring to. Scott Pilgrim EX is coming. I just got limited run information about that. We're gonna have to be careful on that. I mean, we're all on Switch 2 now, so the internet connection is a lot better, but it's still not great. I will be finding out firsthand starting, what's today, Saturday? So day after tomorrow, I'm part of the, I think I can talk about that I am part of the playtest for NSO. But I can't talk about what that actually is because I don't know yet. Nintendo, don't sue the pants off of me, please. If I did just violate it, okay. I think I can talk about the fact that I am part of it. I can't imagine they. Well, it is Nintendo.
Like what game or details about it?
Yeah, I can't talk about details, but I know I can. I know I am part of it. So I've decided that the yellow that I used going over this the first time was just a little bit too pale. So I'm actually using contrast paint to bring that a little bit more, make it a little bit more bright. It's working pretty well. I'm pretty happy with the result. He definitely is starting to look like a Hydra dude. Chest logo here. Contrast paint will basically just ignore the black that I've already put down. No, dude, that's a huge compliment. You should respond with Jenai. Or I think I'll go home now. But to be genuinely though, to be called any, to be told you look in any way like Tom Hanks, that's a huge compliment in my book. RPD says, I can stand watching these streams because it's you and because my hands can't paint minis, so I treat building characters like a textual version of painting minis. Yeah. I did start migrating files over for Arkham as well. I think I isolated where the image files were on my old PC, and I think I can migrate them to the new one. So here's hoping that works out the way I want it to. talking. I hate the way some models are sculpted where like things that are just like a circular accent or a just delineating where a color break would be on the comic page is sculpted as a three-dimensional line. Like, I know it's kind of a necessity, but it still makes for some irritating painting. All right, that is a heck of a lot better. I like that so much, man. So much more. He just looks so much more smooth now. Once again, based on the era this character was created, I did go for this sort of deep black highlight or low lights, which I do sometimes. I don't do on every mini, but I like to do it when I can. Just show off a couple of different techniques. I'm good at painting with those pen-like things. I usually do opposite colors. Oh, that's neat. That's a very you thing, though, Scottson. I am doing a lot of work with contrast paint tonight. Basically trying to unhandicap myself. So, how are you doing with DK?
I made it through. Let's see. There's the Divide World, where you choose to go to the ice, the ice one, or the forest.
Yep.
I finished the ice. And then I went to the forest and I got the bonanza there.
That's the ostrich bonanza, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it, like I wasn't sure how far you were.
Oh, I'm
whatnot.
Way further along.
Okay.
I just got the next bonanza after that.
Okay.
Which is very cool. Actually, I'm a little even further beyond that now too. Yeah, game's really good.
I am loving it so much.
Yeah, it's a good change of pace from what I often play, and as was Mario Odyssey when it came out. Like, you can tell it's the same dev team.
Mm-hmm.
I love how they've characterized Pauline.
I enjoy having her in there. I feel like it's really weird. Having brought her back essentially for Mario Odyssey, she seems drastically different in this than she was in Mario Odyssey.
See, I have a theory, and I have no evidence to substantiate it in any way, shape, or form, but I think this is the same Pauline.
The same from Mario Odyssey?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, but like I said, this Pauline acts and behaves very differently than like Mayor Pauline from New Donk City.
Well, is that so surprising? I mean, she is 13 in this game.
Oh, so you're saying that this is her when she's younger versus after Odyssey?
Yes.
That makes more sense. I would not be like if you in a timeline had this as like earlier than what Mario Odyssey was.
Yeah. Now so I again, I don't want to spoil anything, but there is a scene coming up it'll be a while for you, but it is coming up, that does firmly plant this game within the Donkey Kong timeline somewhere.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you where or when or what, but it's coming. Okay, so I'm getting on to the point where I'm actually really happy with this Strucker model. Where is he? There he is. Again, camera is not the greatest, but I'm pretty happy with how he looks. Let's see what else I can do with this fire here. Oh, there's Wild Rider Red. Let's dry brush some of that in there. Neutron stars, the average size rival that of Massachusetts. What? That's crazy. Massachusetts? That's not that big. We traveled through Massachusetts in a broken bus. What, an hour and a half? Top to bottom? Wasn't that long. We had my daughter's birthday party today. She is 3 now, if you can believe it.
I don't want to at times.
Right? Dude, my niece is about to graduate high school. Tegan texted me the other day. She was like, you're right. Desert Bus Trip. Tegan was like, how is Kara 3 already? I'm like, T, you're about to graduate high school, allegedly. As far as I'm concerned, you were born last week. So
yeah.
Oh yes, Scott's and the other students who are maybe still here, I don't know. And I had definitely some misadventures on a bus, which I think I've talked about on the stream. Going down to Hershey, bus broke down.
Hershey's a ton of fun. I like
Oh my
it a lot.
god, I love that park so much. I can't wait to go back. Cedar Point also, like, I really do like that park quite a lot. Although Siren's Curse, I guess, is off to a sordid start out there.
Siren's Curse?
It's the new tilt coaster at Cedar Point.
Okay.
It is, yes, that's true. You were fighting for your life. I believe, well, I'll look up my note in a second. It's like Gon Scottson is hugging a toilet or something like that. Gon Scottson did not get along well with that broken down bus. Oh, I didn't even think of what.
What's up?
I could have done a lava base under Strucker. Oh well, that's all right. Accounting the tiles, yeah. Oh, do I go for it, or just let it slip?
Yo.
Where's my Abaddon Black? Actually, Corvus Black will work. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, actually. Oh, of course, my Corvus Black is dried up. Come on, what else do I got? Oh, Abaddon Black seems like it might work. Come on. Oh, this is
I'm a big fan of Abaddon Black.
Huh?
I'm a big fan of Abaddon Black if it doesn't dry up in your pot.
Yeah. Well, I usually use that Max Darth stuff that I got.
Yeah.
That stuff's fantastic. But that is inside. So I'm forced to... Actually, this is right.
Improvise.
Fine. Yep. So what I'm going to do, Scottson, I'm going to dry brush a little bit of black in there. And we'll see what that does to the overall feel. If that darkens it up enough, then we'll experiment with the orange cracks. Good night, Blink. Take care, man. Since my Red Sox are doing so poorly, go Jays. Love seeing the Jays kick the tar out of the Yankees.
I like seeing anybody kick the tar out of the Yankees.
Yes. Facts. Thing on the other show, it's widely documented that I support two teams, the Red Sox and whoever beats the Yankees.
Mm-hmm. I really like that second team.
Oh, my mother-in-law is a Mets fan, and I'm perfectly happy with that. Said I will be the one to introduce my daughters to the baseball, and I will let them make their own decision as long as they are not Yankees fans. And if they are, we will have words.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too. I like the charred ground. I think that came out really good. I think I will do a few lines of red. Yeah, I mean, Mariners, no disrespect to Ichiro Suzuki. Absolute classic player. I think Griffey's played there for a while, Junior. And of course, Nintendo, part owner. We can make do. Where'd my Mega Man music go? It's right back in. Okay.
Oh, that's problematic.
Uh-oh. If there's one thing that I know how to do well, Scottson, it's lava. I have done so much lava painting Chaos Dwarfs over the years. Highlight of the day, I think, for me was, I mean, obviously seeing my daughter open her birthday presents and have a birthday, but like I got to see my brother actually came to visit, and that, like, more often than not, we gather at my parents, so it's nice to get him here to like look at some of the things that I need that need electrical work and stuff around my house. Muggle, yeah. Gon Scottson has compared your paint mixer to the Who.
Okay.
Not the Pete Townsend band, but the Mongolian throat singers. Yo, yo, yo. Okay, what is happening here with that thing? Why have you stopped? I actually did watch like not a documentary, but like a explanation of Mongolian throat singing. It's really fascinating practice. And now we're gonna go with small brush.
What's up?
Just paints being squiffy. This cloth I'm using keeps slipping off. Finally found time to start reading again.
Yeah.
Mostly comics. I just finished Daredevil Typhoid Mary stuff.
Okay.
But I've also been reading Sellout, which I think I mentioned before. It's an excellent examination of the sort of major label feeding frenzy that swept up punk rock in the early part of the 2000s.
You mean the biography on Green Day?
That was part of it. And it was a particularly interesting part. I'll definitely concede that. The Blink-182 part was hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm into the eras now where like the bands are kind of like, we don't really care about like, I don't know.
The corporate sellouts.
Yeah, they're like, they don't really care about what the punk zines are saying. They're just like, no, we're trying to make a living here. Like, we can't just DIY our way to, renting an apartment successfully.
Mm-hmm.
So that's been pretty cool. It's introduced me to some new bands that I'm really enjoying. So that's been cool. But I'm about to read Nicole Maines' book. She's the one who played Dreamer in Supergirl, the CW series. She was good. And I just finished in Comics Land. I just finished picking up all the issues of the first Iron Fist run.
Okay.
From Chris Claremont and John Byrne.
Mm-hmm.
It's very cool. Can't wait to read those. And I'm only 2 issues away from Frank Miller Daredevil being complete.
That's cool.
Yeah. I have the first appearance of Elektra on layaway at Jetpack.
It did it again.
Uh-oh. We start calling you Brittany?
Mm-hmm.
Brittany Gambit?
It's like the dropper part is sticking in the lid of the bottle.
Oh, weird. The one downside to painting lava is it does take forever. It's so many layers of paint. It's like 5 shades of red, 2 shades of orange, and 2 shades of yellow, I think. The upshot is it's pretty, like, mindless. My brother told me today that he is now finally certified to do electrical work in the state of New Hampshire, which means he's like, I am going to fix your electrical. I'm like, okay, please do, because it scares me.
Mm-hmm. That's exciting.
Oh, yeah. Uncivilized is my middle name. Gone uncivilized. Wow, that's hard. Gone uncivilized Scottson. Incidentally, Gone Scottson, I know is not this person's real name. It was a couple of years ago. He had his hair cut in a specific way that made him look like Scott Gonson from How Ridiculous. And we decided that he's just Bizarro World. Scott Gonson. I suppose this was. yeah. Or the one time I tried to draw Iron Fist. Like, I sat down and tried to do it. I was like, this is not as fun as just sitting down and doodling. My chair just gave way.
At least you weren't sitting in it.
I am sitting in it. Like, currently.
Oh, so it gave way with you on it.
Yep. So part of the reason that I ended up running with the lava base idea on Strucker here is the mini's not particularly dynamic in any way. It's just kind of walking, and I'm like, okay, whatever.
Are you actually working on a Crisis Protocol, or is that one of your?
No, this is a C-27.
Okay.
Has he been released for actual Crisis Protocol? I don't even know.
Strucker, yeah, he's core set. I thought.
No. Zemo is. There's too many Barons in Marvel.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It is Baron Zemo, not Baron Strucker.
And there's also Baron Mordo.
Mm-hmm.
Advice for you, Scottson, don't take physics.
What's wrong with physics?
Doodlers should never take physics. 'Cause, you know, you have to draw all those diagrams and things. A round object is traveling, you know, in a parabolic trajectory, blah, 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 blah. Well, that, to me, means pirate ship. And I start drawing a pirate ship. And then I immediately run out of time. The only thing I ever needed to know about science I learned from my best friend's dad, Steve Crudgington. He once said, if it bites or stings, it's biology. If it snaps, crackles, or pops, it's chemistry. And if it doesn't work, it's physics. That's everything you ever needed to know about science.
But what happens if you have like a live wire and it cracks and pops? But it's electricity.
Well, it's still not working, though. If it's a live wire and it's not connected to something, then it's not working. That's physics.
Yeah. But you said the pop snapping and stuff is chemistry.
Yeah, sure. Electricity is chemistry, too. I have no idea. I'm making that up.
But what if it's an electric eel?
That's biochemistry. I didn't say they couldn't be both. It is, you're right. Yeah, Gon Scottson says that would equal youch. A whole lot of nope. I think that's why they call eels nope rope.
Sparky nope rope.
Sparky nope rope, yep. We have a snake that lives under our doorstep. So it eats a lot of bugs. Very helpful. I caught my mother-in-law once trying to cave its head in with a shovel. She hates snakes. And I'm like, no! You leave my snake alone. Treat him like a pet.
Yeah, as long as it's not like poisonous.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have poisonous snakes around New Hampshire, but
Yeah, exactly. I don't understand why it's not just okay if they're out, like if they're outside where snakes belong, and they're not poisonous, so they're not causing any threat or anything to you or your family or children or anything like that. Like, why can't you just leave them alone?
Yep, just leave it be. It's doing good work. Kara and I were chasing little hop toad around today. She just wanted. She's really good about like look but don't touch.
Yeah,
I did let her play with a worm today though. She wasn't super interested. Worms don't really do a whole lot.
yeah.
A friend of mine has 2 litters of baby bunnies right now. We went over to play with those yesterday. That was a lot of fun. Kara was absolutely on cloud 9. She loves bunnies.
Wait 30 seconds and there'll probably be 2 more litters at least.
Well, this person's very careful about it. But they have she has a very unique one of the litters. The white bunnies have blue eyes, which neither one of us has ever seen before. It was very cool. Usually the white bunnies have the bright red eyes.
Yeah.
But it was neat to see. Something a little different. There we go. That's some lava, and that looks great. I'm actually really, really happy with that. All right, just a little bit of patching left to go on the green, and then we are done here. Well, I gotta paint the base right now. The problem is I don't have the color that I want. That's not the same thing. Alright. Time to mix colors. I didn't want to do it, because mixing Citadel colors is sucky.
It is.
But Scottson, that's how you got yourself in trouble. I believe a certain classmate of yours chased you around with a stick because you were poking things you shouldn't have. Yeah, no, I de-bazookaed our worms population. RPD, you want to mod that, please? Robot's not cooperating today.
Oh no!
Because I'm not streaming from my normal platform. I was doing so well today in terms of like keeping myself clean. was working
Mhm.
outside, and at some point in the day, I found this concrete slab that was at one point part of a pool that was here. I was like, oh, that would make a great step up to my shed. So I started to move it. Did not realize how far it went down. Thing weighed about 300 pounds.
Oh.
I was sitting there with, like, Archimedes' principle in full effect. And my brother comes up. He's like, and of course I'm wearing flip-flops. Like, I'm not really taking it seriously. And my brother shows up. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm moving concrete. What does it look like? He's like, you're wearing flip. Go put some shoes on. I'm like, why? I'm almost done. You should be able to just right-click on it, I think. All right. Thank you. Very happy with it. Just trying to mix up last color here. Finishes. Yeah, that'll do.
I've about got my base coat down.
Hey. You know, we're only in the last 20 minutes of the show. Scotty, shouldn't you be going to bed? I guess
Shouldn't we all be going to bed?
Yeah, well, that's a good point. That's waking time, RPD. That is genuinely when I wake up for work.
When is that?
5:40 in the morning.
That is really early. I don't get up
Teach
to like
it, man.
6:30.
I should clarify. My alarm goes off at 5:45 in the morning. I don't usually wake up that early.
What? What was that?
It was what?
My camera failed to load all of a sudden.
Weird. Whoa. And my camera's like actually caught up. Almost. His sleepy boy. You always have been, Scottson. Not in my class, though. He's gone dark. He's back.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's all good. You caught it quickly. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I got an alert on my phone, or not my phone, my yeah.
Five Nights at Freddy's plays with me. When the camera went dark, yeah. There we go. Now I've got the right shade. It took me like 8 different paints. The nice thing about having the entire Citadel line in a drawer that never gets open. I have all these paints. I prefer to use TT Combat, but you take what you can get sometimes. Oh yeah, that's much better. Yeah, the funny thing, like, I've watched a lot of people paint lava and get frustrated at the end because it doesn't look right. And what I've learned the hard way is it's actually you paint lava the opposite way you paint fire. Alright, just gotta do his base circle thing. And that is once again green, but I can actually use a straight green for that. You know what? I mixed up his paint. I might as well use it. Problem with 3D printed bases is that the airlines get really nasty in the way.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you and me both, Scottson. Try having a toddler who's going to wake up in 4 hours. Although I suppose you've got fear. He'll keep you up, you know, longer than you'd like. I don't know. It's seafoam green over here. A little different. The contrast is very strong. Race against the clock here. Can I finish?
How so?
Well, I just want to see if I'm trying desperately to finish this mini before midnight. I don't know why. all this gear has to stay out here. Can I say this has truly been a watershed moment in your streaming career? I believe the term we use around here, RPD, is go to bed. Scottson, how many times did you guys send me to bed in the course of the last year I was your teacher? It was not insignificant. Especially after the dad joke off we had in the bus on the way back. I remember writing in my notes, Logan wins the dad joke off. And then Omar just come out of nowhere, the driver comes in with a doozy and just shut everybody down. Well, I'm really glad I put my kombucha in the Yeti today, because it would be like boiling hot. Just proof that it is indeed kombucha. All right, I just want to get a little bit more maybe I don't need to. Yeah, I need a little bit more of that dirt painted in there. And then yeah, it was Omar. Yeah, nobody expected Omar to come in and just like whammy. I dare say before Logan came up with one, Cammy was winning. Oh, I found in the final throes of the show here, I finally, after 14 years, yeah, 14 years, found a physical copy of my all-time favorite sitcom.
What's that?
It's called My Family.
Mm-hmm.
It's a UK sitcom that ran from year 2000, late 2000. I think it actually technically started in 2001 through 2011, and it never got a physical. I mean, the first like couple of series here and there would get physical releases, but they never like boxed it all up and shipped it all out. And I was just, I on a whim, decided to watch the first couple series again because I have those. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna look it up. Maybe I'll get lucky. Turns out, in 20, I don't know, somewhere in the late 20 teens, like 2016, 2017, mid 2010s. BBC dropped a full thing. So I have it, and I'm now watching through it again, and I'm so happy. It's just nice to revisit something that I love that much.
Yep.
All right.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Nope. I was just gonna add a little touch since we're like actually painting and stuff.
Yeah.
Blonde hair is annoying. But I like this. Like I said, this basilisk brown. It's kind of this dark yellow is a good base.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever I do brown hair, blonde hair,
Mm-hmm.
I, instead of using like Cassandra yellow for washing, I use my Seraphim sepia,
Yes.
and it comes out much better for a hair color versus whereas the Cassandra looks good on a lot of other yellows for sort of inanimate objects.
Yeah. Scottson, Deltarune is not out of the question. But yeah, that's the thing. Exactly. I love Deltarune. But it's one of those like strange communities where the randos are very rando. And so I do believe that one is one that I will continue to play off stream. But it's not I wouldn't say strictly out of the question, but I very much agree with RPD on that one. I love Delta. I like it a lot more than Undertale. There we go. I added a little bit more soot to the base. Lighten it up just a hair. I do think the lava base actually brought this really into focus. I don't know what Strucker's doing with lava, but he needs that. I did mod duty for an Until stream once for someone I did my pro side thing before I met you, Zach, and let me tell you never again. Yeah, Josh and I went through that. We did a stint on, we were talking about Undertale somewhere along the line, and we were like, oh boy. Some interesting human beings in that community. No judgment, but just difficult to moderate around. Rudy, remind me to send you the photo of my daughter eating her cake today.
Okay.
It was funny. She hadn't quite figured out where her fork was, so she just picked up the slice of cake and shoved it in her face.
Okay. Makes sense.
This is my kid.
That's what I would have done.
Yeah, right. Alright. Well, we're, oh, I gotta get some more mineral oil this week when I go to Jetpack. So this is gonna be the next project. Oh, Rhino Boy. I started painting him with my daughter, because she wanted to paint, and I was like, okay, I'll paint. That's easy enough. Anyway, how you feeling?
I am feeling good.
Okay.
I'm just applying my washes now, so
okay.
They'll need time to dry.
I'll bite. I'll throw that Null and Oil down on Rhino here. That is, well, he's gonna need Null and Oil and flush tone. lack of melon oil left in this pot, believe it or not, is actually due in part to the amount of melon oil. Oh no, this is the spillage melon oil, isn't it? That I spilled all over the desk a few months ago. I was about to blame what's that game? That was so much fun. Brutality. Those minis were so much fun to paint. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
I really hope that he can ever get the other one out. I know there was another character that he did, but I haven't seen it. And man, I would love to paint it. It's a guy with a giant crossbow.
No.
Let's get a little flesh shade.
Okay, got that fast enough. Some of my flesh shade overflowed onto Emma's like white clothing. Reikland flesh shade wash,
Oh,
which is problematic.
yeah, that's a little difficult. RP, I have this weird, like, I don't really until I see someone either in person or in a photo, I don't really conceptualize what they look like. I know that's a weird answer, and definitely not what you expected, but yeah, that's just that's kind of how I am. Yeah, there's no placeholder image. It's just like, imagine a Nintendo Mii, like just a generic like. That's all like. Taffy is another one. Like I picture Taffy as like Taffy Man. I've never seen him in. Well, maybe I have seen Cole, but like that's just generic. What I see is like, you know, the picture on the bathroom stall. Until proven otherwise. Or like, you know, maybe I'll see. Yeah, that sort of thing. Like, all right, double check coverage. Good. Cool. All right. Well, I think that's going to do it for Shedcast. Thank you guys for hanging out and dealing with this absolute madness. Me broadcasting from here in the shed. Hope we never have to do this again. I know we probably will. But we now know it works. We know there's some kinks to work out. There's some hoops to jump through. I got to get the mic working a little bit better. I think you guys are actually hearing this mic, which is not great. I will be back on Monday, proper time and place, in my office, comfortably. There's air conditioning in there. I won't be sweating buckets. Playing Yars Rising again. And hopefully, probably again on Friday, probably a little bit later. That's generally how that works. And then we'll be back here Rudy, are you working next week? Are you going to be with me?
I'm working next week.
Ah, bummer. All right. Well, actually, I do have a retro modding project to do, so we might have an ALD retro mod stream. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I could also potentially get either Greg or Jamali to hop in and watch paint dry with me as well. So,
after finishing up, like after working next weekend, the past 2 months have been kind of a lot of catch up of reorganizing weekend schedules and stuff because we one of our co-workers got fired.
Oh dear.
And so we're back up to full strength now, and the 2 new trainees are getting in the rotation, so it'll be once again back more to regular weekends.
Nice. Okay.
I know I worked a whole lot of extra weekends over the summer.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. So and of course, that's leading up to the hiatus, but we will burn that bridge when we cross it. For now, from the shed, we bid you farewell. Have a wonderful remainder of the weekend, and I will talk to you on Monday. Take care, everyone.
See ya.